Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, 145 pounds, 5'9" tall, with a reach of 70 1/2 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Nearly impossible to beat no matter what he weighed in at. But it was 66. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be an intense stand before the fight starts.
Hi.
What's up, buddy? Good.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can't find a home with that jab. Do you believe this? This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And he scores with the counter. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. This with that jab. That jab misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they kick? Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Nope, that jab not going to score. They threw the hook. It didn't land. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Jab slightly off target. They both want a knockout, you can tell. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3-minute. Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looking to land the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. Just missed with that hook. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
straight right, just misses. The right hook misses. Beautiful counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. The game plan does not... Back into the fray here in round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
How about that time counter shot? That left hook is blocked. That jab misses. Misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Parries that left jab away. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the 6th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. And he just misses with that jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The jab doesn't quite connect. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got... There's the bell to start round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter shot. Miss with that jab. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Misses with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. And we enter the 8th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He blocks that jab. A perfect counter lands. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. Good defense stopping that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice stop, but that won't score. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good defense stopping that jab. No rest for the weary. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Trying to land that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have. And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice defense there to stop the right hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. There's a counter shot. As we hold that thought, Robinson goes to the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is... There's the bell to start round 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Sugar Ray is down. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Needs to put got some... Whoa, wait a minute! Sugar Ray Leonard dazed! Sugar Ray is down! And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
That's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up there.
I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Robinson in that. And there's the bell to start round 12. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice exchange here from both men. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here. Hold that thought! Oh, Leonard just got rocked! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Did you see that? Sugar Ray's in trouble! Sugar Ray is down on the canvas! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.